Well, in the blink of an eye. Gotta get my spectacles ready. Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to the channel tonight on this rainy, wet, and crazy Sunday. This paperwork for my new computer's a little dragging. Says stop! Don't go no further. It's I think it has to do with the warranty or something. So I'm on here a little early today. Usually I'm not on here till at least 8 or 9. But I got a McDonald's pop. I had McDonald's French fries. I had Burger King onion rings and a Whopper. And it was a Whopper of a good time, too. I got so much going on around here, just looking around and making sure I'm getting everything, and I'm taking notes. Got a lot of notes going on today. A lot of phone calls going on today. A lot of good things going on today. Meeting new people. You know, setting up new avenues and friendships, and it's a really good day today. I like it a lot. Oh, I gotta turn this fan. It is hot in here. Oh. All right, all right. Reach for the sky. Oh, you can actually see it back there. Huh. Well, that'll be all right. Man, is it hot? Hot. Can't believe it's so warm in here. I don't even have the freaking heat on. But that's what I'm saying. You run the fan to circulate the room. It it brings all that heat that rises up down, so it heats up the room. It heats up your tanks. You know everything. Everything. The whole room changes. Mike Green, how are you, sir? Welcome to the stream. How is it going, Mr. Mike? We're on a little early today. Here, you want to hear something funny? Because I think if I get on at 7 instead of getting on at 9, I'll be able to get off before 2 or 3 in the morning. I'm good. Tell the wife Happy Mother's Day. I will. Thank you very much for saying that. Yes, it's a good day today. Asked her if she wanted me to go get her flowers. She said no. She said she wanted uh she wanted a propane fire pit. She wanted a propane fire pit, so She said, well, she'd rather use the money for money for flowers and put it toward propane fire pit. So I told her okay, sent her up to the stove. She went to a few stores and finally found a store with one left. That's all that was there was one left. So she was able to pick it up, and now we have a. Ooh, I got big there. Now we have a propane fire pit. Yeah, flowers die. Yeah, she got one of the ones, with all the little. They're upstairs putting it together. It's got a nice little. It's got a wooden um stand under it, like a black stand for a tank, for a fish tank. But that's what she got. So, but she went to like 3 stores and she found one last one. So it was actually cheaper than the one she went to go buy. I think it's probably smaller, but it's nicer. It can fit like between a couple chairs on our patio on the side of the house there, and because we have a big huge fire pit way in the backyard, but you have to get wood for it, and then when it burns, then you stink, and I don't know. It's I don't mind smelling like wood, but I guess others mind. Let me see if I can shrink this sucker up. That's nice. I built one out of landscaping bricks, not propane. No. Yeah, I have it. Like I said, I have a big, huge one in the backyard. Man, I can never get this picture right. Hold on. It never wants to go a rectangle shape. It always wants to keep an exact square. Saying it explodes like that. So, but yeah, I built a big, huge one because we got married in this house. And so I was building a bridge at the time. And they had where the water comes through. They had very large quarry stone for us to build the banks up, so the dirt wouldn't erode. And I wanted to make the fire pit for the wedding. So I took a bunch Monica Lynn. I took a bunch of quarry stones from the job site, and they're probably about 100 and some pounds a piece, big, huge, and I wrapped it all the way around the fire pit with big, huge quarry stones. But that was 15 we got married, I think. So 5 years now. After 5 years of heat, cold, and all that, they crack up. Oh no, they all cracked up, and so they're breaking down over the years. So I gotta get rid of them. Hi, Monica Lind. I gave Mr. Dana King Aquatics call today. Actually, I was on the phone with them a little while ago. Man, it's hot in here. But yep, I got Priscilla's shrimp pole. They're actually right here next to me, and I use Tupperware containers. I have Pandora playing through my big DeWalt work radio through Bluetooth, and I have the phone videoing this. So now I get to rock out to my 80s music all night while I do this. So I have something to listen to. But yeah, I put I don't know if you see. Well, you'll see. But I put them in Tupperware, and like I deliver them, like to the pet store. I just give them all the Tupperware, but like Priscilla's shrimp are in these two. So all I have to do tomorrow is when I pour them into water, stirs it up, creates more air bubbles, and then I tie them up. Put her boxes down here. Everything's all done. I got 2 other orders, and then I have to. I got to get up real early and get Danikin's order together. Then go to the post office. Then come back and put the. I got a 250 shrimp order going to my buddy's pet store. He called and he's like completely out. So I got a busy night. Well, busy morning. So I'll probably go to bed for a few hours, get up, and start pulling. Yeah, Kenny was really cool to talk to. Thanks for setting that up, Monica. That was really cool. Yeah, he was a really good guy to kick it with. So yes, he was. I'm trying to get my shirt in here. I got a Detroit Muscle. That's for DMC when he gets on here. Colette S. Hello. Audio's out. My audio's out. Don't say that. My audio says it's working. Are you sure it's out? Monica. Hello. Check 1 2. My audio is fine. Maybe refresh. Never mind. Haha, I plugged in my headphones. You're going to give me a heart attack, Monica. If you do that, you can't be moderator for 1 hour. Monica's crazy. She just wants to give me a heart attack all the time. And then she sits and giggles over on her side. See? Look at all the funny faces she sends. They're all laughing because she's tearing up so much. That shit ain't funny. It ain't funny, Monica. Scaring me over here. Oh yeah, I got the last winning prize going out today. I got all that info. I just have to write it on an envelope. That's like the only thing I forgot to do today. I got the address and everything written down. I'm actually my wife got me an address book so I can write down everyone's address. You know, I'm old school. I'm a pen and paper kind of guy. Are those all filled with scrimps? Yes, they are. Tater salad, what's up? Shrimp nerds, what's up? Tater salad. That's what's going on. Yes, they are, Colette. Those are a good percentage of them, but that's 30 tanks there. Yep. Oh, it's shrimps in it. I'm totally giggling. I plugged in my headphones, and then I'm like, why can't I hear anything? Oh, I have to put them in my ears. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to leave that one alone. I'm going to leave it alone. Cherry Coke. We're going to do Cherry Coke tonight, if that's okay with everybody. Yeah, I have 41 shrimp tanks, Colette. $41 shrimp tanks, 10-gallon tanks. Yes. On this rack, if you look down in that corner over there, there's 3. If you see a tank with black silicone, those are 15-gallon tanks. I have 3, 4, I think 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that one on the middle rack all the way in the back, that's a 15. So the corner 3, that one there, and then that one right there. All of them with black silicone are 15 gallons. But there was a reason I got those at 15 gallons. Because most of them are shrimp that people like order daily. So I have to breed more. So having even a larger tank allows me to keep, instead of 200 or 300, allows me to keep 500 to 600, breeding constantly and stuff like that. I just bought 200 Apeula shrimp. Am I crazy? Maybe 200. Where did you get them from? No, it's not crazy, but the thing is Apeula, excuse me, my allergies are going nuts tonight. Apeula, you can have like quadruple the amount in a tank, even more than you can of a regular shrimp. And it's almost, you never have to feed them. It's like, I don't know, once a month, once every few months, you put some food in there. But 200 shrimp, yeah, you could probably put those all in a 10 gallon, but it depends on how big you want to go. If it was, I don't know, if it was me, I'd probably go with a tall tank, maybe an octagon, something, put it in the center so they all swirl around and go high, and, like put stuff really high so they could go up, sit on it, like mosses, connect them, to the glass or something up high so they can go up, and, it's going to look like a lava fountain. But yeah, because I get them right from Hawaii, so where they come from, because there's two different kinds. There's a red one, and then there's a green. Oh, a local guy shut down. Yeah, you must got a good deal then. But my guy who gets them, or my guy that can get them right, Hawaii, where they're from, he said there's a green one too that it's like more aggressive. I was gonna look into it because the red ones are okay. I just never have anyone calling me for them. Plus, now you have 200 shrimp that are going to multiply and they're going to live for 20 years. So now you have a lifelong child, another child. If you have none, now you have over 200. Hey, that's a lot of birthdays, a lot of diapers. So you just bought 200 of them. If they're at home, that's their birthday. So every year you got to have a birthday party for 200 shrimp. That's a lot of candles, brother. Sorry. Nice tank rack. What is your favorite filtration setup for the shrimp? Sponge filter. Uh, the dual. Well, let me put it to you this way: any sponge filter that the pipe goes up and then it goes out, even if you make them yourself, DIY them yourself. I made them a long time ago. Like oh, hold on, I got one tank I didn't turn back on. Sorry. I do my daily maintenance, so it was the Dragon Blood Blues. I had to turn their filter back on. But any filter that the up tube goes up and then has a 90 on it and it goes like that, or however, but so it'll come up and you can aim it across the top of the water. So it shoves the bubbles, which creates current that rolls, because a regular sponge filter with an up tube is really good. I mean, it's a classic. You can never get rid of a classic. But when the bubbles come up, they all snap right there. So, and if you really turn it up high, I mean, it'll really chug the water right there. Well, if it comes up and then 90's out, it'll go up and it'll shove everything away, which helps stir it up and will cut down the bubble some. So that's why I get, now you can get the sponge filters that have a single sponge, and those are good, for smaller nano tanks, 5 gallon stuff like that, because the sponge filters I have are actually for up to 55-gallon tanks. Well, the reason why I got the bigger ones instead of the littler ones is um, it allows me to let them run longer, and they're larger, so they hold larger amount of bacteria. It holds way more than the little ones. They're twice the size and round. It holds way more. So, and I can turn it up high. I run them all full blast, and they can handle it. They're not going to clog up. I don't have to like clean them every week. And they hold a lot of bacteria, which is good because the shrimp, like we were talking about the other day, having Matten filters, I mean, it's really not necessary because the shrimp just wrap around those sponges. They're large sponges. I mean, you could probably get 150 shrimp on each sponge. So, I mean, yeah, Matten filter's cool, but like I said, you lose a few inches in the back of your tank and you got to pull it out. It causes a big mess, So, but these big, huge sponges, you can actually see them, on my camera here, how large they are, but they're suction cup to the back of the glass. They don't sit on the substrate. They're up in the air, and you could see my water's all trickling. So the top of the water is always breaking, releasing any gases. It rolls really good. You can see on the bottom ones how it blows it toward the front of the tank and how my water just keeps rotating. I think it's important that the water moves, not at large amounts, but that at a good amount, that all the water is being filtered, throughout the day. Yeah, Apiula live up to 20 years. Yes. Yeah. It's kind of like buying a macaw parrot. I mean, those live what, 50 years? 25 to 50 years, something like that. I mean, they'll outlive you. If I bought one right now, it'd still be living when I die. And that's the problem, is people buy those macaws, they pass away, and then the bird doesn't want to live with anyone else. It's too stressed. It rips out all of its feathers, and it's miserable the rest of its life, and they can't find a home for it. So, but yeah, they live, 20 years, up to 20 years. I got them in a 40 tall with a lot of lava rock, 73 Fahrenheit salinity, 1010, and lights for 12 hours. Yeah, 40 tall. That's good. That's probably perfect. I think you should sell the one you like the best. I like the idea of oversized sponge filters for the shrimp. Is there a name brand? China? No. Um, Here's the thing, Monica, is I get them from a place, but I pay what I pay for them. I mean, if anybody went online, I can't get them cheap enough. Put it that way. I don't know. I really don't know anyone. Uh, I mean, it's tough because, especially right now with shipping costs like being triple and getting them landed. But what I pay for the filters right now, anybody could get them. Here's the thing: is when you go to order stuff online, there's so many companies out there that are, I mean, they're so small, like me, that when people punch it up, it's not the first company that comes up on Google. So if you punch up sponge filters, then you got to punch up dual sponge filters, and then you got to like, scroll, hit something that looks good, then scroll down. It says what other people would like. Hit that, scroll, hit another one, scroll, hit another one, scroll. Just bounce around, and all of a sudden, bam, you'll find these. You find stuff that you don't find on the front page. You have to like dig for them. And I pay just under $3 per filter. which is a good price because when I go to the auctions, they were $7, and I I don't I don't want to sell something that anybody can go online and get it for the same price. If I sell it for more just because I have it. So I mean, and that's what I'm saying. To order these filters from China, uh, I mean, you're talking. You probably got to buy, uh, you know, 200-300 of them to get them at a low enough price, and then I have to pay, the shipping container cost, you know, and then have the package, I mean, the prices, it'd probably be the exact same to get it landed. So for right now, I mean, I'm still looking, but I do the black ones. Like a lot of people get the green ones, and then they get the ones with the little plastic cups with the stones in the bottom. All that's good. Yeah, because it holds, but the more fancier they are, the more they cost. And those green ones with the little cups, I think they're like 12 to $15 a piece. So, me being a breeder, I have to go as cheap as possible, but I can't go so cheap to where I'm not able to keep my bacteria. So that's why I just went with a larger sponge, a bigger sponge. Um, and I like it. I probably go like a month before I have to clean them. You can always tell because the bubbles come out real fast, but when they slow down, that the sponges are getting clogged up. So you can reach in and just, I mean, or like every couple weeks, reach in, pull the right side off, clean all the ones on the right side, and then a week later, or whatever, do all the ones on the left side, and then it's however, so you don't break down the bacteria. But yeah, it goes a long, long time. Oh, the macaw. Yep, macaws. True, but when you sell your shrimp, you can upsell the customer and add a filter to their order and just charge them extra for the convenience. You then ship the net, filter, food, everything. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, uh, even if I only put $1 extra on the filter, but it all has to be it all has to be old school air powered sponge is the way to go. Yep, that's all I do. Just every tank I have is air power. All these tanks you see right here in this room, they run off one air pump, a small pond pump. And the reason I went with pond pumps is because pond pumps are made to be able to push a lot of air under pressure. A regular air pump wouldn't be able to do this. It would overheat. It'd take a dump, and plus it wouldn't be able to push all the tanks. So the pond pump, literally, the pond pump pushes 32 tanks, and I have two more air valves over there that are extra that I can hook up. But right now, 32 tanks on just one pump. So when I build this wall here and add the other 20, well, it'll be 8 more with what I have. But when I put them over here, that's when I'll connect the other pump. And I'll have 2 pumps running 50 plus tanks when, I mean, it doesn't need, it need like 1.5 pumps, but still, it's always good to have that extra oomph, that extra push and kick. Yeah, yeah. How many years have you been keeping trip? 2.5, Colette. 2.5 years. Monica. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It cost me almost nothing because I had to. Everyone has to think smart, but you got to think if you're gonna start breeding. How can I do it at the cheapest? Because um, electricity is expensive, and lights don't have to be on all day, but lights have to be on when you do maintenance. They have to, be on when you clean. When whenever you're doing it, you have to have lights on to grow your plants. Well, in my case, mosses to grow algae for the shrimps. Bacteria. All that stuff, all the positive stuff that they need to actually eat and live. I need to have the lights on for. So my biggest expense is the lights. So that's why I went all LED, and I try to go with the lowest amount of wattage used, running them. So, oh yeah, you can't hear the pump. The pump, well, for one, it's in the back room right there in the furnace room, but uh, you can't even standing next to it. Just gives out just a little quiet hum. Yeah, you can't hear nothing. And then I have it come over the wall in the corner over there, and then that's where my PVC air system starts, and it all comes around, and then I cut it over here in the corner. I mean, I 90'd it, so when I'm ready for this side here, I already have it. All I have to do is uncap it, and then just build it behind the rack right here, and then cap the end of it wherever it's at. Put the other pump. I'll probably put it on the floor, and I don't know, build like a box around it with and put like soundproof material in there or something, so you won't be able to hear that either. But let me be, because you can't put them. I tried putting them like next to each other and blowing into the same pipe at the same time. With two outlets, like let's say it's a Y and they're both blowing in, it's too much pressure. They can't handle it, and then they become loud. So you have to separate them. And with this being 32 tanks, and it's right at the point, if I like add like 5 more tanks, I'll need more air because it'll start to, like I said, all the filters are full bore. They're all turned all the way up, so it rolls really good. So if I added more tanks, it would probably become too slow. So that's when putting the other pump on for more tanks would be good because it won't be too much air. It'll actually start to need air soon, as I add more. So, but yeah, this next wall will take the last. We'll take the other pump. So the only way the only way I could actually do it is if I ran it up and ran PVC into the joist, ran it over into that room, and ran it to the other one. But the more length that you have between the pump and what you're trying to operate with the pump, the less pressure you have. Because I used to have it on a 30-foot hose. It ran from the laundry room all the way across the room and then came down to the other pump. Well, I lost a lot of air pressure running that 30 feet. So that's when I changed to this system, and I have like probably 7 feet before I actually start going into the PVC. So it's a short run. Streetwise, the co-op did a nice bit on linear air piston pumps. It sounds like the scalable solution. Yeah, that's pond pumps are, they're known for like 10 years of operation plus. So, I bought two at the time because, like I said, that my hose line was so long. At the time, it just wasn't feasible the way I was running it. It wasn't the best way, but I knew that I was moving it all over here. But for the time, I kept adding more tanks, and I needed to be able to push it. So I ended up buying another pump. And then once I moved it over here, I didn't need it, so it's just been stored. But once I build this, then I'll use the other pump. But yeah, for when not when it's all said and done, but when this wall is done, there will be 50 tanks only running on 2 air pumps. So yeah, and I run no heaters. I run no filters. Hang on backs, nothing, no electricity. Um, so there's no added bill here. There's no added payment but the light. Um, so yeah, and with this stand going this way now, it's going horizontal. It's going to be up against the wall. I'm going to try to see what strip lighting looks like because I don't, you know, these tanks go deep, so I needed a lot of light to make sure that I grow it. But if I go this way, I might be able to get away with like a reflector, and strip lighting. Because a friend of mine actually opened up. Well, he's not around anymore, but he opened up his pet store and he took gutters, just plastic gutters or whatever from the hardware store, like 10, 12 footers or 16 footers. And he flipped them over and he ran strip lights, like 3 different colors, down the gutters. And then he powered them up at the end and plugged it in. So the gutter was the reflector and the strip lighting. I mean, it was dirt cheap to light up every tank in his pet store. And they look good. I didn't even know they were gutters until he told me they were gutters. I thought it was some kind of really nice light system. And I didn't even know there was strip lighting in it until he pointed it out. That's how nice it came out. So I could go that way too and try to do it cheaper that way. Can you get me the info on the black sponges you use? I want to get some or buy them off you if you have extra. Yeah, I don't have any. I can get them, but I think I get them out of Wisconsin. So whoever it is over there, and it's one of the stickers I got, but I'll look it up. I'll get it for you. It's not hard. But yeah, it's like Wisconsin or something. They're here quick, and like I said, it's under $4 a filter. So I usually buy 10 at a time. I want to order 5 orange pumpkins. What's the live stream price, including shipping? Where do you live, Mike? So I can send to your PayPal. What is your sidekick? Oh, where's your sidekick? My sidekick is upstairs, helping Mama put together her new not butane, but those fireplaces that you hook the tank up to. It's got all the glass stones and all that. Well, that's what she got for Mother's Day. So my sidekick is upstairs helping Mama put that together for Mama's Day, and he got a Nerf rifle or something. I don't know for a toy, so he's playing that. Hey, he's from Wisconsin. What's up, Fish Tropic? North Carolina. $30 for shrimp and shipping. $30 bizones. Oh yeah. So how's everybody's day gone? Is everybody let's just ask who's got the cheese? The stinky cheese? Did everyone wish their mothers a happy Mother's Day whose mothers are still with us? I called my mother. She doesn't know what day of the week it is. She has Alzheimer's. So I called her and wished her a happy Mother's Day. What's the PayPal name? It's my email. I'll punch it up. Hold on. Little Cinderella. Cinderella. Bread and cheese. Bam. That's it right there, Mike. Then you're just going to have to send me your address. Do you know about Ono? Is that Uno's brother, Ono? Or Bono's brother, Ono? I had a busy day today, guys. No problem. I'll send address on Facebook. All right. I'm writing it down right now so I can put it, on the floor for order. Oh, and to let you know, Mike, I'm going to. Can you tell the sex of a shrimp? Well, yeah. It's kind of just like dogs, a boy and a girl. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I can tell. It depends. If I use I have a jeweler's loop. You know what a jeweler's loop is? It's how you look at diamonds and stuff. I use this. Like I have an order that I filled today. Well, that's here. And I was asked to put some females in it. And so I use the jeweler's loop because I don't want to send I don't want to send adults because adults don't always travel the best. So I want to send sub-adults, juvies, somewhere in there. So I use the jeweler's loop to help me try to be as exact as possible. But yeah, it's and if I can't tell if like the color makes it hard or I'm unable to see, I'll throw adults in there just to guarantee, you know, that it works. All right, Mike, I got your stuff. I put it on the floor. Cause what I do is with my orders, um I start, I put the boxes out, put stickers in them, get everything together, and then I start to pull order by order by order, so I don't get all over the place and like get confused and stuff like that. So all of my customers get pulled before my buddy's store, so make sure that all of my customers get their shrimp. Because if I run out of shrimp that are big enough to ship, then I give the store the small ones because I don't want to go or send adults and they die when I can put adults in the pet store, because I drive them over there and they don't stress or anything. So that's why I do all my customers first, so I can send you guys the right size that travel really good, and there's never an issue. So that's why I always do. And he only orders, a couple times a month anyway. So he actually, ordered like a week ago, and he's already out. So I gotta, it's gonna be real busy. Yep, no problem, Mike. But um, I have someone on the. I can't tell you when it'll be, but I got somebody on the bottles. Because I'm gonna start to also sell the GH Plus, the bacteria, the live bacteria, in smaller bottles. So it's gonna be like they're gonna be like 20 milliliters. What you need to do a 10-gallon tank is 20 milliliters, and so it'll be like $7, and it's gonna be like they'll have Detroit Strip and Aquatic stickers on them, but it's gonna be like a shot. It's gonna be like what you need to get your tank up and running, within 4 to 7 days, whatever makes you feel comfortable. I do it in 4 days, but it's up to you, whatever, how you do it. How do you keep them from multiplying? I don't. I want them to multiply. But if you don't want them to multiply, then you just keep all females or you keep all males. But I want them to multiply. I home breed all my shrimp. So the more I breed, the better off I am. But yeah, I want to get these bottles, like little shampoo bottles. I've tried everywhere, and I talked to my guy, and so I'm gonna go online and see where I can get them at. But I'm gonna do it at like 20 milliliters. I'll measure out everyone. So that's exciting. On smaller bottles to do a setup. Yeah, inspired by Monica. Yes, it is. I even told him that I was inspired by you. But that way, uh, you know, you don't have to buy like as much bacteria if you don't want it. The live bacteria. See me, I put it in after water changes. I like to have it. I wanted it to be a secret, but I can't keep a secret very well. But I'm getting the prawns from my buddy's store tomorrow. So I got the tank. I had a 5-gallon that had substrate in it and everything that was been sitting around. I drained it. And so I'm going to go tomorrow, and I'm going to get 3 flower shrimp, or wait, one's I think 2 are flower shrimp, and the third one's a wood shrimp or something. But he's got those there that haven't sold, so I want them for Luke's tank. So I'm going to get those because Luke's tank has a lot of, it's got high flow. So I'm going to put them in there, and then I'm going to put the prawns over here in this 5-gallon. I got the light on, and I put the bacteria in there, the live bacteria. So fresh water, all that good stuff. So they'll be good to go. Tomorrow I'll go pick it. Them things ain't cheap. Holy crapola. They are not cheap. I mean, I only pay what he paid, but they're expensive. Select Pet dropping in a second while driving home. Well, thank you, Select Pet. Please do not watch this while you're driving. I do not want you to get hurt. So, set it on your center console and just listen to it or something, please. I remember one time, is the bacteria on the grass? Beneficial bacteria does grow on the moss. Yes, it grows on everything in the tank, on the filters, the moss, the wood. If you have plants, it grows on snail shells, the substrate. It grows everywhere, and that's the stuff you want. It's 2 a.m. here in Denmark, so bedtime for me. Later, shrimp nerds. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Tater Salad. Peace. Stay shrimpy, homie. Thank you very much. Have a good Mother's Day. I know it's for your mother, but still, have a good Mother's Day. Have a happy Mother's Day. Luke will really like that tank. I know. He already wants me to put the prawns in his bedroom. So I told him they'd have to be down here in the store area for a little while. But he said that he paid $20 a piece for them. He said he hasn't seen them in forever, and just all of a sudden they came up on the slip. So he ordered some. And I told him, I said, yeah, I was talking about it on the show. I said, don't get rid of them. I'll get them tomorrow. And I said, give me all those. I think it's bamboo shrimp, 2 flower shrimp and a bamboo shrimp or something. But they're the really pretty ones. But he's got them in tanks, little 5 gallons that don't have a lot of flow. So I feel bad for them. So I want to bring them home and put them in Luke's tank where there's a lot of flow and where they can really thrive. And it'll be something more exciting in his tank because they'll be in there with guppies, and I think they'll do really good because guppies won't hurt them. They're too big. I mean, they're big. You know, they're like freaking inch and a half, or I mean, like 2 inches, 2 inches, and even bigger. They're big. Is the wood shrimp? You got a bamboo shrimp? Yeah, whatever it's called, bamboo shrimp. Yeah, but it's the ones that have the hands that open them up and catch this stuff and close them, then eat them. Then they got 2 kinds. What is it? It's vampire. I think it's a vampire and some. I don't know. I don't think they know the name of them, but they just give me the names. Bring them home, Detroit Shrimp Rescue 2021. Yeah, that's I just don't, they're in there sad, they barely have any flow and they're sitting there holding their mitts out waiting. They're just holding them, because there's really not anything in there for them to eat. And Luke's tank, we can sprinkle stuff in there. It'll go, they'll live well, so. But yeah, I want the prawns so I can put them on video for everybody, so we can video them and check them out. Because he says they're mean. Said they're meaner than crayfish. So I don't know. I think it'd be cool. And then he's got a lot of the mini orange Mexican crayfish. So I don't know if anybody ever sees those mini. They only get like, I don't know, 2 inches, inch and a half, 2 inches, and you can put those in with shrimp. I got one upstairs in Luke's tank, and my wife's got one in her betta tank. Pretty sure it's still in there. It's got one of those coolie loaches in there. Monica, is it pouring rain over by you too? It's been raining here all day. Money sent. Address on Facebook. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mike Green. I should be able to get your stuff out in the morning, so. And it's good and warm where you're at, right, Mike? North Carolina. Oh yeah, you guys should be what? At least in the 70s by now, right? North Carolina. That's my son's in North Carolina at the Army base there. You did say North Carolina, right? I'm almost positive you said North Carolina. Yeah, North Carolina. Yeah, my son's at the Army base there. How does the mini crayfish do in the betta tank? Fine. No, it's beautiful here. My yard looks amazing from all the past rain, though. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, we got a lot of rain today. Yeah, the crayfish do fine. A betta can't. I mean, a betta goes down to bite a crayfish. He's gonna snap at him. So yeah, the crayfish are fine. Oh, okay, good. It's warm there. He must be in Jacksonville. He's at Fort Bragg. Wait, is it called Fort Bragg? Yeah, Fort Bragg, right? North Carolina. Yeah, it's been storming here. Yesterday, it got really dark in the sky. Uh, Nothing happened, and then today it got darkened. It rained hard a few times. I want to try some of the mini crayfish. They sound cool. They're really cool. The orange is nice on them. Yep, Jacksonville, Fort Bragg. Yeah, 2 hours from me. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, the mini crayfish. They're all good, but I remember we got one, but it was blue. We got a blue one, and it like the blue went away and it turned regular wild color, like a brown. That's the one in Luke's room. But yeah, he's last time I saw, he's got like 10 of them. But yeah, they're super cool because they don't get real big and obnoxious and try to hunt your fish down or like sick fish or anything, because I know in the tanks that when they get slow and stuff, if a fish comes by and ain't feeling good or something, a crayfish will attack it and kill it. But these little things, they don't kill nothing. Pumpkin King, what's up? What is that, a little monkey? A monkey with a hammer? Pumpkin King in the house. Well, I'm at work. Don't tell on me. I'm not gonna tell on you. I got your package filled over here. Here's Priscilla. This live stream dedication is impressive. With the D Daily lurking while doing dinner stuff. All right. Brian's not reading my comments. What? You didn't say nothing. Can I time him out? Sorry, Fort Bragg is in Fayetteville. Still 2 hours away. The pump is with the king. Yeah. Oh, Fish Tropic. The shrimp is in the pudding. So hit that like button and please subscribe to the one and only Frankenstein. I mean, Brian, the guy that lives in Detroit. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Boy, oh boy. You come up with them. I don't know how you guys do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah, Priscilla, I got your shrimp pulled right there.